Outpouring of grief in Texas for a high school quarterback who collapsed on the field Friday night and later died. Fans in southeast Texas, where high school senior Reggie Garrett was a quarterback, have already been putting up makeshift memorials at the football stadium where he collapsed. Garrett fell on the sidelines during the game and appeared to suffer a seizure. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. Garrett was one of the top high school quarterbacks in Texas and was being recruited by several top colleges. And many of you may not know this. George is actually grew up in Orange, Texas, and that's where this took place. And George, you actually say your mother was at this game.
It's kind of hard watching this because those were scenes of my old high school that you saw at West Orange Stark High School. Even though, of course, I'm out of high school, my mother still attends all the high school football games. She said that this occurred in the second quarter. He threw a touchdown pass, then ran over to the sideline and fell over. He had a seizure. Wow. They took it. Now, at the time, it appears they may not have known how serious of an injury this was because they took him off on a stretcher. Sometimes you see him driving an ambulance out in the field, but they took him off in a stretcher. But then the fans who were at the game, there's kind of word of what was going on. They all started to filter out of the stadium even while the game was still going because they didn't find out until the end of the game that he had died. Wow. I actually went to school with some of his family members.
Really?
About 15, 20 years ago in Orange, and but they said that basically the whole town went to the hospital
for support
and just kind of filled up the waiting room in the parking lot to offer support.
Such a sad, sad story for that entire community and such a small community. You know, everybody joins together and will help out that family.
It is. They really take their community pride quite seriously there in Orange, Texas.
Definitely. All right. Well, switching gears now, let's talk about the weather.